Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine a world of endless ice. Antarctica, a frozen graveyard stretching farther than the eye can see. Beneath its surface, miles deep, the cold grips everything in silence. The year is 2004, and a handful of souls, scientists, dreamers, step into that darkness, chasing whispers from the stars. They think they're on the edge of history, unearthing secrets carved in stone. But what they're walking into, it's no discovery. It's a trap. Welcome to Top Secret UFOs. Tonight, I'll drag you into a tale of shadows and claws, of hunters and prey, a war that's raged since before humans dared to dream. This is Alien versus Predator. Are these monsters real, lurking beyond our sight, or just flickers on a screen? That's for you to decide. But first, let's plunge into the ice. It begins far above us, in the black sea of space. Picture it, a satellite, sleek as a silver arrow, gliding silently through the night. It belongs to Charles Wayland, a man with eyes like a hawk and a heart hungry for the unknown. He's no ordinary billionaire. He collects secrets the way others collect gold. One cold October day, his machine catches something. A pulse, a flicker of heat buried deep under Antarctica's frozen skin. Not a volcano, not a crack in the earth, but something unnatural. It throbs like a living thing, calling out across the miles. Wayland doesn't hesitate. He summons his team, archaeologists with dusty books, climbers with frostbitten hands, experts who've spent their lives chasing shadows. He points them to Bouvet Island, a jagged speck lost in the southern sea, and whispers, "Go find it." They pack their gear, hearts racing, dreaming of a lost pyramid, a relic of some forgotten age. But here's the twist they can't see. The ice isn't hiding history. It's hiding eyes, watching, waiting, alive. Imagine their plane cutting through the storm, landing on a sheet of white that cracks under their boots. The air bites their faces, sharp as a blade. They don't know it yet, but they're not alone. Something stirs beneath them, something ancient, something cruel. Up in the stars, a shadow moves. A ship, cloaked in silence, its hull scarred from battles we can't fathom. And inside, hunters from beyond, their masks cold as the ice below, their blood burning for the fight. This isn't their first visit, and it won't be their last. So are you ready? Step closer. The signal's alive, and it's calling us all. Picture a frozen speck in the middle of nowhere, Bouvet Island, where the Antarctic wind screams like a living thing. The team steps off their plane, boots crunching on ice that hasn't thawed in 1,000 years. Their breath clouds in the air, each puff swallowed by a storm that bites their skin through heavy coats. They're not here for a vacation. They're here for answers, drawn by that strange pulse buried deep below. And then they see it, a tunnel, jagged and black, cutting through an old whaling station forgotten by time. Its wooden beams sag, coated in frost, whispering of men who vanished a century ago. The team exchanges glances, hearts pounding. This is their way down, but to what? Imagine them descending, flashlights slicing through the gloom. The tunnel twists, spiraling hundreds of feet into the Earth's frozen heart. The walls glisten with ice, slick and cold, reflecting their beams like a mirror to nowhere. Every step echoes, swallowed by silence that feels wrong. Then, at last, they reach it. A pyramid, impossibly vast, its edges sharp as a blade. Not Egyptian with its golden sands, not Mayan with its jungle vines, but something ancient, alien, carved from stone that seems to pulse under their touch. The walls are alive with etchings, symbols that twist like snakes, drawings of humans kneeling before giants with glowing eyes. In the heart of it all lies a chamber, its door sealed tighter than a tomb. On a stone table at the center, grooves are carved, stained dark, as if waiting for blood to spill once more. Now feel the air change. It's not just cold anymore. It's thick, pressing against their chests like a warning. Their flashlights flicker, just for a moment, casting shadows that seem to move on their own. A faint sound creeps in, clicks, sharp and uneven, like claws scraping stone. Then scratches, soft at first, growing louder, as if something stirs behind the walls. One scientist, Alexa Woods, senses it first. She's no stranger to danger. Her hands are calloused from scaling peaks, her eyes sharp from nights under open skies. But this chills her to the bone. She whispers to the team, "Stay close." Her voice trembles, betraying her fear. They nod, clutching their tools, but deep down, they know something's watching. High above, far beyond the stars, a shadow looms. Picture it, a ship, not of steel but of something darker, its surface scarred like the hide of a beast. It hangs in the void, unseen, its engines silent as death. Inside, they wait, the predators, hunters from a world we'll never know. Their masks glow with crimson light, their blades sharpened for a ritual older than our oldest stories. These aren't visitors. They're lords of this pyramid, its builders, its keepers. Thousands of years ago, they walked among us, towering over our ancestors, teaching them to carve stone in their name. We called them gods. They called us prey. Think about their plan: cunning, cruel, perfect. They didn't just build this place to worship themselves. They built it to hunt. Deep in that sealed chamber, they hid their secret: eggs, cold as the ice around them, frozen in time. Not bird eggs, not snake eggs, but something worse. Alien eggs, their shells black and slick, pulsing with life that hungers for flesh. The team, with their picks and dreams, doesn't see it yet. They're too busy marveling at the stone, too blind to the trap. But the predators? They're ready. Their ship hums, their spears gleam. The hunt is about to begin, and the humans are walking right into its jaws. Imagine the moment the world turns upside down. Deep inside the pyramid, the team stumbles into a trap they can't see. A hum rises from the stone, a low, unnatural pulse, and then it happens. Heat surges through the chamber, a wave of fire melting ice that stood untouched for centuries. The walls groan, cracking like ancient bones. The air grows thick, heavy with a stench like decay and metal. And then a sound, a wet, tearing snap. Something breaks free, small, skittering shapes, their legs twitching like spiders born from nightmares. Facehuggers, their bodies pale and slick, scuttle across the floor, faster than a scream. Picture it. They leap, latching onto the scientists' faces, tails coiling tight, choking every cry. The team collapses, clawing at the creatures, but it's no use. The darkness has woken, and it's hungry. But the horror doesn't end there. Minutes crawl by, each one an eternity. The chamber falls silent, save for the faint drip of water on stone. Then, a new sound, sharp, wet, like flesh tearing apart. Picture the first chest splitting open, ribs snapping like twigs. Blood sprays across the floor, pooling in the carvings, glowing faintly under the team's fading lights. From the wreckage of a human body, it emerges, an alien, its skin black as oil, gleaming like a blade in the dark. Its head curves smooth, no eyes, just a mouth of teeth sharp enough to cut through steel. One by one, more burst free, their screeches echoing through the pyramid, a chorus of death. Can you see it? The scientists who survive are running now, their shouts swallowed by the stone, as these monsters slither from the shadows, claws clicking, tails whipping, ready to tear anything that breathes. But this isn't the only storm breaking. High above, the ice trembles. A shadow falls over the frozen wasteland, a ship, vast and jagged, its hull pulsing with lights no human could forge. It tears through the storm, silent as a predator's breath, and from its belly descend three figures, tall, cloaked in armor that drinks the light. Predators, their masks burning with red eyes that see through flesh and fear. Their boots sink into the snow, spears gleaming in their hands, each step heavy with purpose. For them, this pyramid isn't a relic, it's a temple of blood, a proving ground carved for slaughter. Every 100 years, they return, drawn by an ancient pact to face their deadliest foe. The aliens are their prey, and the humans? They're nothing but ghosts in the way. Now picture the madness unfolding below. The pyramid becomes a battlefield, its halls choked with terror. Aliens swarm, their screeches sharp enough to split stone, their claws ripping through walls like paper. The predators stalk, silent and relentless, their spears flashing with deadly grace. Imagine the chaos. Green blood, alien blood, splashes the carvings, hissing as it burns the floor. One predator, younger than the rest, moves like a shadow, hungry to prove his worth. His blade finds an alien, slicing it clean in half, its body twitching as it falls. He stands tall, his mask glowing brighter, but pride blinds him. The others aren't so swift. Picture it. An alien lunges from the dark, too fast, its tail piercing armor like cloth. One predator staggers, blood pooling beneath him. Thick, glowing, not red but green. Another falls, claws tearing his mask apart, his roar fading into silence. The hunt was meant to forge heroes, but now it's unraveling, a ritual drowning in death. Picture Alexa Woods, crouched in the shadows of the pyramid's crumbling halls. Her breath catches, sharp and shallow, as the stench of blood and acid burns her lungs. She's seen it all, her team torn apart, one by one, their screams swallowed by the dark. The eggs, those slick, pulsing horrors, took the rest, leaving her alone in a maze of stone and death. Her flashlight flickers, its beam trembling across walls scarred by claws. She grips a broken tool, her knuckles white, knowing it's useless against what hunts her now. But then a sound. A low, metallic click, like a clock counting down to doom. She turns, heart pounding, and there he stands, the last predator, towering like a statue carved from night itself. His armor is dented, his spear slick with glowing green blood, dripping onto the floor where it hisses and smokes. His mask glows with crimson eyes, locking onto her. Alexa freezes, every muscle screaming to run. But he doesn't strike. Why? Because in her trembling defiance, he sees a spark, a warrior's heart, burning like his own. Imagine this moment, fragile as a thread stretched across a chasm. The predator steps closer, his boots grinding against the stone. He extends a weapon, not human, not of this world, a spear forged from an alien's tail, its tip sharp enough to split shadows. Alexa's hand shakes as she takes it, its weight cold and strange, humming with a power she doesn't understand. No words pass between them, none are needed. Their eyes meet, hers wide with fear and fire, his hidden behind that mask, unreadable yet alive with purpose. In this fleeting truce, they know, the true enemy still waits, its hunger shaking the very earth beneath them. Now see their foe, the alien queen, a titan of terror chained to the pyramid's core. Picture her, vast as a nightmare, her black hide gleaming like polished obsidian, her crown of spines sharp enough to pierce the stars. For centuries, she's lain here, bound by iron forged in forgotten fires, her eggs spilling into the dark like a plague waiting to bloom. But the chains snap now, each link breaking with a scream of metal. She rises, roaring, a sound that cracks stone and chills blood, her tail lashing out, slashing walls to rubble. Alexa and the predator run, their footsteps pounding through tunnels that twist like veins. The queen pursues, her claws scraping sparks from the floor, her teeth snapping inches from Alexa's back. Picture the fight. The predator hurls his spear, piercing the queen's hide, but she shrugs it off, her tail whipping him against a pillar. He crashes, armor splintering, green blood pooling beneath him. Alexa swings her alien spear, its edge biting deep, but the queen's eyes, those eyeless voids, fix on her, promising death. They can't fight her here, not in her lair. Picture them fleeing upward, through collapsing tunnels, toward the frozen surface. The predator, wounded but unyielding, pulls a device from his belt. A bomb, its core glowing like a captured star. They burst into the Antarctic night, ice cracking under their feet, the storm howling like a chorus of ghosts. Behind them, the queen erupts from the earth, her roar drowning the wind. The predator triggers the bomb, and the pyramid below vanishes in a fireball that paints the sky red, its heat melting snow into rivers. But the queen still comes, unstoppable, her claws slicing through the ice. Alexa and the predator move as one now, chaining her massive form to a rusted tower, a relic of the whaling station, groaning under her weight. Together, they push, muscles screaming, until the tower topples. The queen plunges into the sea, her screams bubbling into silence as the freezing depths claim her. But the chains tangle the predator, dragging him down with her. Alexa stumbles back, alone, staring at the black water where ripples fade under the stars. Did she win, or merely escape? Picture the silence that follows a storm. Alexa Wood stands alone on the Antarctic ice, her shadow stretching long and thin under a sky bruised with stars. Behind her, the sea ripples where the alien queen sank, its black depths swallowing the predator who fought beside her. The air crackles, sharp with frost, as the ground trembles faintly, ice groaning like it remembers the fire below. She walks away, each step heavy, her spear still clutched tight, its alien edge glinting with a light that shouldn't exist. But as she moves, something stirs above, a ripple in the night, a shimmer where no stars shine. A predator ship uncloaks, vast and silent, its hull scarred like the skin of a beast that's seen too many wars. Its lights pulse, cold and crimson, watching her like eyes that never blink. They've come for their fallen hunter, to claim what's theirs, but what they find changes everything. Imagine the scene inside that ship, hidden from human eyes. The predator's body lies still, his armor cracked, his blood glowing faintly on the floor. The others gather, their masks hiding grief or rage, or something else. Then it happens, a twitch, small at first, then violent. His chest heaves, splitting open with a sound like tearing metal. Something bursts forth, slick and twisted, a creature born from nightmare itself. Half alien, half predator, its skin black as void, its claws tipped with the strength of both killers. It screeches, a sound that chills even those ancient hunters, and in that moment, the ship turns, engines humming, vanishing into the stars. What was it? A mistake? A weapon? Or the seed of a war we can't yet fathom? Picture it soaring out there, beyond our reach, carrying a secret that could return, or already has. Now step back and ask yourself, what's the truth woven into this frozen tale? Was Alien vs. Predator just a story, a flicker of imagination spun for the screen? Or does it whisper something deeper, something buried in shadows we're too afraid to face? Think about it. Pyramids sleeping under ice, signals calling from the dark, creatures that hunt us like we're nothing but prey. The predators carve their game into our world, but who's pulling the strings? Some dismiss it as fiction, a thrill to pass the time. Others, those who've read the files, who've seen the lights no one explains, say it's more. They point to secrets locked away since 1947, to whispers of crashes and cover-ups, of things that don't belong on Earth. What do you feel deep down? Is this just a movie, or a warning we ignored? This is Top Secret UFOs, where the line between truth and terror blurs. The frozen war is quiet, for now, but the stars never sleep. They watch, they wait, and they know more than we ever will. Join me next time for another journey into the unknown, where the answers might be closer than you think. Until then, keep one eye on the sky and the other on the shadows behind you.